watch. Why is my bag so itchy? I don't know. Okay, let's do this for real this time. Are you kidding me? I jumped onto like the boost pad. Ooh, okay. Remember, it's on my right this time. Ooh, here we go. Okay, that's good. I think that's all 3 races. No, we still have one more to do. Up here. Tiny Temple. But hey Revi, hope you're having a good evening. Yeah, no, I'm having a good one. Okay, time for Kronk. Let's hope this goes well. And it's not going well, crap. I have a lot of catch up to do now. We're actually going to keep him ahead of us. As counterintuitive as this seems, we're going to keep him ahead of us. Not use any item. That was kind of where I was wanting to use. In case maybe we do just. So this game has a really interesting, and by interesting I mean garbage mechanic, where if there's kind of like a figure 8 type thing where one part of the course goes over another, and you fall from a later part onto the earlier part, then you will need to, there's no way of recovering back onto it. You need to go and basically just redo the entire lap. Fortunately, you can make AIs do that. Basically just guarantees that you win the race. Very nice. Like that. And now if you notice on the minimap, he's just having to do the courses normally. And I don't have any lag to worry about. I just do this like it was a time trial now. And even though he's extremely fast, there's literally not enough time for him to catch up to me. Okay, crunk down. You've had a nightmare of a day. Oh, well, at least the day's over. Let's look at it that way, I guess. Oh crap, missed the... Does this have that nightmare mechanic like an F-Zero where you can never get that far ahead? Do you mean like rubber banding? And if so, partially. It's only really notable in the boss fights, and it has like a reverse effect during the boss fights as well. Where if the boss is far behind you, he'll speed up really quickly, but if the boss is ahead of you, he'll slow down. There's a very clear example of that in World 4's boss. Yeah, indeed, I am Viper. I am very interested in playing Cards Against Humanity. Although I do also need to show you the Jackbox games at some point. I know how late you guys will be up tonight, but in fact, yeah, it is getting pretty late, so maybe not tonight, but I've got to do a stream sometime when you guys are still up. And we should play some Quiplash at some point, because Quiplash is a lot of fun. What's Quiplash? It's basically a lot of how put it, it's like you know how Cards Against Humanity, it is a physical game, but you know people have made digital adaptations of it. But it is a digital adaptation of the physical thing. Whiplash feels a lot more like an actual game than it does like an actual video game, a digital game, as opposed to something which is based off a physical game. It's similar to Cards Against Humanity, but the premise being that you can write anything as opposed to having to choose from a selection. The way the game works is everyone is given 2 questions, and for each question is only given to 2 different people. And then the idea is that everyone's shown both the question and the 2 people who answered its answers, and they've just got to vote on which one was the funniest. And then the percentage of people who voted on that answer awarded as points to whoever wrote those answers. Quite a nice game as well because only one person has to actually own the game, and the rest people can just play in browser. Let's say I'll play it at some point on stream because it is a lot of fun. And I did not realize that was the last lap. Yeah, it is a Steam game, Refi. Although it's like I said, it's just the person on Steam has to actually run the client, and the rest of it runs kind of like a server, I guess you could say, and the clients all connect via a web app. It's quite nice because it's optimized for streams as well. The idea being that you can have 8 people playing, but anyone who joins after that can be like part of the audience and can still vote, even though they can't submit answers. Oh man, you in for Tekken 7 us all? I'm not too big into Tekken myself, but I have heard the hype surrounding it. But yeah, one of my, well, someone I know over in Canada, his copy, like physical copy, arrived, like I think it was 2 days ago or so, and he's like, "Whoa, what happened, boys?" Who knows? Maybe I'll play some fighting games on here sometime. Sometime. I love Super Smash Bros, especially the one for the Wii U, and you know I play a bit of Street Fighter and Girls every now and then. So I'm not sure if I'm good enough to play those online, to be honest. I don't think I've won a game of Street Fighter Online yet. Ooh, I didn't know you're interested in the Tooth Viper. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll be honest. I probably haven't kept up with because you were just saying that it hasn't had a PC release since Tekken 2. That might be why I've never played much Tekken. Because although I do love consoles, like you know, I've got my Xbox 360, and so it's like since the Xbox 360, I haven't really had a console or had really any aspiration to play on a console. I mean, I still do love my consoles. I mean, I just don't see me getting a modern console. So that might be why I've missed out on a few of them. Now that I think about it, have I actually played a Tekken game? I don't think so. I played Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but I doubt that counts. Oh crap, did I not split for Baron? Crap. there be any reviews for Tekken 7 yet? Like, is it shaping up to look like a good game, or? I mean, I have no doubts that a game in the Tekken series is going to be bad, but I remember Street Fighter 5 was kind of panned a little bit. Okay, later, Viper. Hope you have a good one. By the way, like I mentioned earlier, but I'll say it again, apologies, I'm not checking chat very frequently whilst playing this. I'm very inexperienced, so I'm kind of playing this off night, so as to actually just knowing it. No! Excuse me, that's not okay. That was 0.03 seconds he was ahead by. That's not okay. Yeah, you're quite right about that, Reffy. This is kind of one of those games. Why does that feel so bad, man? Bad. I mean, I have like 20 minutes of time saved up. Dude, that was a combo. Ever seen one? Okay, we did it then. Mario Kart 64 must be one of your all-time favorites from the 90s era. Mario Kart 64 was quite fun, although I'm not too big a fan of after playing the other ones. You know, some things just kind of feel off, like drifting and such. But I still do enjoy it every now and then. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Have I ever played Wave Race 64? No, but I have heard of it. Well, that was a fun lead whilst it lasted. Catch up. No, I might have been it. That might have been either way. I can catch up around this corner. Okay, no, I can. Yeah, the AI does kind of cheat just every now and then. technique. Yes. Android Alley. This one's nice and simple. So I have a lot of time save here. I guess maybe like 25, no, not 25 minutes. Maybe like 5 minutes or so. That was a mistake. That is how you lose all of your lead. Okay, 1 out of 3 done. Oh, come on. Old, like old trance and house music. Yeah, no, I guess I can see where you're coming from with that. Okay, that's right. 2 of 3 down. Okay, that was good. Time for Giri. Theoretically, if this goes really well, then we're pretty far ahead. This is probably the hardest boss in the game in my opinion. Like Velo's stage is painful, but Giri is the hardest boss. Because he throws homing bombs. That's dead, I think. Now he's got up. Yep, and that's me lost. Yeah, it's not over refy, that's the thing. I'm like 90% sure I've lost this. Okay, depending on what we get in the next item box, I guess. One mistake, it kills you. That's the thing. Unless you gimp him on lap 1 with a glitch, you're dead. It's like, sure, you can miss a mini turbo every now and then, but if you... Oh... I mean, I've still got a lot of time. Thing is, like, relative to the other bosses, this one's pretty slow. And doesn't rubber band too much. Like blue... Oh, and I didn't get the mini turbo there. Daily reminder that someone sat down and thought that this boss was okay. Oh my... Like, someone approved this. No, and we missed the gimp. Okay. But we might have been able to... by gimping him there. Keep mashing L to get the item to You know, Refi, he doesn't miss any shots because the bomb's home in this game. Like, they have a slight lock. It's not an entirely, like, 100% lock-on mechanism, but they mostly lock on. Okay, that was completely locked. I got it, man. Right, here's to a good Velo fight. Now here, Velo isn't the problem, but the stage is pretty hard. Solely because, well, it's not so much the stage is hard, as the stage is badly designed. For example, you see like the ramps where we like essentially jump over to the next like world? If you fall off there, then it takes 2 respawns to reset you back onto the actual track, because the respawn point's broken. Aside from this, the track isn't actually that bad. Oh yeah, you can also just have items sometimes when jumping from world to world, depending on how the guy decides to play today. Like red turtle shells, kind of. Like a halfway, like if red turtle shells were a little less reliable, yeah. I guess imagine more like a green turtle shell, but if it gets near someone, then it locks on, like a red shell. Oh crap. Oh crap! Ah, Fanny, why do you do this to me? But thank you for getting people to join the gangster club. To anyone coming from Vanny, hello. Welcome to Crash Nitro Kart GBA, the greatest video game of all time. We are just finishing up this run, probably PB pace. Although Velo is a pain, and this may take a while. For anyone unfamiliar with who I am or what I do, I mainly do speedrunning and programming content. When it comes to speedrunning though, it's almost primarily Crash, like the Game Boy Advance Crash games. So Entranced, a little bit of XS, Crash of the Titans GBA, Crash Nitro Kart, and Crash Fusion. I will be checking chat shortly, it's just we are on the final lap of this race. Oof, BB! So welcome G Dot, and welcome Den Bad Jazz. So welcome to the stream. Hey, and thanks for the follow as well. Oh, well, we have a new run. It's a 23-minute improvement. Still memed here. We lost like 3 races, but we finished the run. Where does that put us ranking-wise? Because we might do 1 or 2 more runs of this. I don't know, what do you guys want to see? Because I was just going to be playing some more Nitro Kart. But if you guys want to watch any game in particular, you know, I have Crash Fusion here. I've got